Yo, what's up?
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Listen, first of all, let me stop for a minute. Welcome to the award-winning Just Our Opinion podcast with Robin,
Mike,
and Ty.
Listen, we got a dynamic show ahead of y'all, and we on 10 today.
Yes.
Listen, last week was an amazing week.
Dope.
We came out with the win. We came out with our first live audience show at the Garden Theater. Listen, last week had us on a high that we cannot be brought down for, so we on 10 today.
Absolutely.
I hope y'all ready to kick it with us today. Today we talking about everybody just chill. What do you do when tempers running high in your relationship? Y'all ready to kick it, fellas?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win.
Listen, saying I just came here to win got a whole different meaning right now.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I just came here to win.
Yep.
That's a B. That's a W.
That's a W, Mike.
Yeah.
Listen. JOO is coming to win. We taking over the podcast game. We about to take over. We about to kill the game representing the D. We taking over and we just came here to win. Y'all see that right there?
Boom.
Best Black Relationship Podcast winner.
Yes. Awesome.
Yes, sir. I can't
so
wait till we
good.
get that award because it's sitting right in the middle of the table,
Yeah,
fellas.
it's
It's going in the middle of the table. I don't
Right,
care what nobody
all
says.
season.
All season, the award just gonna sit in the middle of the table. But since we celebrating today, and y'all know JOO is all black everything. So y'all pop whatever y'all want to pop, but we gonna pop that Motu VJ because they are black owned champagne.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm gonna slide this over. So
Yeah, you go right ahead because that stuff happens.
Yeah. I knew. Good call by Mike. Good call for Mike.
Good call, Mike.
DJ, can you pass us something to wipe this off with?
And shout
And
out.
what's crazy is I didn't even shake it up. I didn't do nothing. I just opened it. I mean, it's Bible.
If y'all got a bottle out there, pop it.
Pop it with us.
For sure.
Because if it wasn't for you all, we wouldn't
We
have
wouldn't
won.
even have won, man.
So come
Absolutely.
celebrate with us.
This is
Real
for
quick.
y'all.
Get your
This
bottle,
is for
get
y'all.
your champagne.
Just sit it down for a minute, Mike. We good.
Yep.
Just sit it down
Get
for a
what
minute.
you got and celebrate with us.
Listen, come celebrate with the crew, fellas. Listen.
Remember when we did this and we was like 1,000 followers, same glasses, same seats.
Listen.
we was
in the upstairs studio, but
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
But listen, this right here is I just came here to win.
To win.
Yep.
So
Yep.
listen, shout out to the JOO team, our intern man, because we wouldn't be nowhere without our boy DJ.
We got two interns and Maya.
DJ
my
and
baby.
Maya, yes, because Maya holds it down outside of the studio. Keeps us popping, keep people sharing. So shout out to our interns, even our baby Kamari, because he had to go back to school. But listen, we got it going on with all our team.
Yep,
So this
yep.
is a win for us and our team. So I appreciate the heck out of y'all. Cheers to our win, fellas.
Cheers.
Ting ting champagne. Here, just throw it, DJ. Incoming.
They know we done wasted a bunch of junk on the table. They know what it is.
We should finally get us a tablecloth. We forever wasting stuff on this table.
Oh, well, that's the thing, though. Then we just tear up a tablecloth.
You want to dry that off too.
All right, so listen. Today we talking about them relationship arguments. But before we get started, I want to shout out our sponsor for today. Our sponsor for this week, Den of Thieves Whiskey. Look, if y'all ain't up on that Den of Thieves,
I don't know what you.
I don't know what whiskey you drinking.
Listen.
Unless you drinking that Duke and Dame, then I'll go for it. You know what I'm saying? But it better be black on. So y'all need to be hollering at Den of Thieves. Check them out on their website. Check them out on Facebook. You can buy it at Yum Village.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
You can buy it at Yum Village. Absolutely.
That's right.
So you can buy it at Yum Village or you can order it, but make sure y'all check out that Den of Thieves. They got 3 different flavors. My personal favorite is the ginger vanilla.
Yeah. That chocolate for me. Y'all know how I feel about chocolate. So, hey, it's absolutely delicious.
Divine. But yeah, so listen, make sure y'all check out that Den of Thieves. And before we get going a little further, y'all know what time it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is.
DJ.
Hit it. Oh.
Yes, it feels a little different now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me a little volume on that, DJ. Give me a little bit. There you go. They gotta feel it.
What time is it?
Gotta do?
Share the page. Share the page. What?
Share the page.
Share the page. What? Share the page.
Award-winning page.
Yeah.
Share the page.
The award-winning page. Share the page. The award-winning page.
Like and follow.
Share the page. The award-winning page.
Like and follow.
Share the page. The award-winning page.
Like and follow.
Share the page. Hey, you know how I tell y'all this your favorite podcast? Now I'm saying it's your favorite relationship podcast. We get it, we win, we talk, we kick it, but most of all, we on top. So share that page.
Share the page.
Listen. That event was so dope. Like the event, then we went right after the event into an award. Like
Into the award show. So we also got a shout out Black Podcasting as
The
well.
Black Podcast Awards.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know,
I don't know if y'all was tuning in, but they did their thing, you know.
Yep.
So shout out to the Black Podcast Awards. We will see y'all next year.
Hopefully in New York.
Hopefully in New York. Absolutely. We need COVID to go away so JOO can go represent New York.
Right.
So we'll definitely be there as long as it's a live show, JOO in the building. Because, I mean, come on, we're the returning champs. So we got to go. We got to go. We got to go.
Pass the torch.
We got to go.
Back to back.
Hey, I don't look back to back, or maybe we want
Look, we out here the 90s Pistons. What you talking about? Let's get it. All right, so listen, we talking about them tempers running high in relationships, and we've all been there. We've all had situations where, you know, stuff just might be on that cusp of getting out of hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm a be honest, and I'm gonna be the one that starts transparent here. Before I got delivered, I was the break stuff chick.
Before you got delivered?
Before I got delivered.
Okay, I like that.
I've been delivered.
Before I got delivered, I was the break stuff chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you how many TVs I done had to replace.
What? TVs?
And I'm talking, and look, you know, we don't buy cheap TVs. I threw a whole safe through a TV once. So I have to just, you know, first of all, I got to confess myself so I can maybe help somebody else through this. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's what we do. We got to be transparent. So hopefully our transparency helps somebody else.
For me, I used to be the get quiet, don't say nothing, just sit there and just.
Time out. We got a comment up here. I'm sorry to cut you off, but we got a comment up here for our boy L Boogie. And he say, congratulations, super dope. I need to make sure y'all stay geared. And yes, sir, you supply the gear and we will have that joint on every week,
Right.
L. Like literally, I don't care who the sponsor is. I don't care who we repping that week. We repping them. And every day I'm okay. So yes. Make sure you get the gear to us.
I actually love the gear, the statement, what it's about.
Please.
The quality in the shirt. I have a few of them.
I don't think I've ever had a sweatshirt that was like, I don't really have to wear my coat. I can just throw on my everyday I'm okay shirt, my sweatshirt, and be okay. Like seriously, that thing right there is look, talking about quality. Yeah. Look, y'all ever run into L Boogie out in the streets and they got his merchandise somewhere? Make sure y'all buy something, because I'm telling y'all, you will not regret that every day I'm okay. His shirts don't shrink. Yeah. His hoodies is warm as a coat. Like, the hats is hot. Like, when I tell y'all that his gear is top notch, he don't cut no corners and he don't play no games, make sure y'all check him out. Definitely. So yes, L, supply us with the gear and we will wear that joint every week.
Appreciate you.
So
finish your thought.
So, like for me, like I used to be like just to get quiet, just not say nothing, hold it all in, and it was, I guess, for a reason, because what I learned about myself is that after that, then it was like a lot of anger. So it's like now I go from 0 to 100 in no gray area. So it's like after a while, being quiet turned into, and it wasn't nothing violent against nobody else. It was like
breaking stuff.
Like I go literally not really breaking. Well, I guess that's breaking stuff. I'm punching walls. I'm punching fences. You know, stuff like that. Punching the ground. Like my knuckles got bruises on them to this day. But I never directed that anger towards nobody. But it's still a display of anger. So quite naturally, a person will be looking like any day now it could possibly be me. So, you know, I mean, for me, it's just like being in control of your emotions, and that's hard to do.
Right.
That's very hard to do.
No, that's one of those things that take practice. Absolutely.
Yeah, for me, I really don't know what type of person I am. Maybe I think that I'm quiet, and I think that I don't punch stuff or throw stuff like that. I think I carry forward the temper tantrum you have. You know, when you remember when you were real little, and after you got a whooping, your mama told you to go in the room and go to bed, and then you go in that room and cuss her out.
Oh.
And wish she was dead, screaming your pillow, all that other stuff.
That's you.
I think I still carry forth that on to this day, you know.
You be behind the door like you.
Yeah. Talking mad junk.
One more time.
Behind closed doors.
You get in there, close the door lightly, and be like you.
You're right. Go out in the car, call them all types of names.
But I mean, like, so we all human, and we all have these emotions. So where do you begin to? Because I mean, everybody had their buttons. Everybody had but. You let's not forget, we're talking about two adults. You know, we're talking about two adults, because I hope ain't nobody, you know, uppercutting and punching kids. So we gotta be talking about
I know
adults
2
here.
out of 3 of us not. Unfortunately, it's not a unified. You know,
but no, you dealing
You
with.
remember that scene on Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood? When he came in the house mad and went to swing
oh yeah,
no,
I just watched
and
that.
socked all the kids.
All
Oh no, not that.
all
no.
7 of her kids.
No, I'm talking about the original show when he was just fighting the air. No, I done done that.
No,
He
I'm
was
talking
just
about
punching
Shawn
and
Wayans
just
came in and was
kids.
sucking kids.
They were spoofing.
I just watched that yesterday. Watched it
Yeah.
again.
But I mean, we're talking about and this ain't just male female relationship. We talking general siblings.
I sock my siblings.
See,
You just violent.
we need to hurry up and get this
I know.
counselor on the show.
I know.
For all of us.
Listen.
No, but I mean,
8 to 80. Anything in between can get it.
well, see, I have to admit, like, that is something that I definitely, even recently, had to, like, you know, realize that there's a time and a place to, like,
Sock somebody.
So no, okay. In all seriousness, the question is, what's your trigger? Because that's what we gotta kind of dive deep into.
Okay.
You know, you have those relationship problems, and you have those, you know, those arguments, those big blow ups.
Right.
But then something is
Triggers the temper?
Well, whether with you it's the trigger to you going in there cussing and calling her out her name behind the door where she can't hear you, you whispering cussing.
Yep, writing cussing notes and burning them.
You know, for Mike it's him tearing up walls, you know, and for me it's the
So you saying, how did we get there?
how'd you get there? Like, how do we get there?
Like, okay, I feel like if you you're not listening to me, and you're gonna tell me how I feel about a situation, or you may talk to me in a way, well, that's just stupid, or that's just dumb. And I'm like, well, that might be stupid or dumb to you, but this is how I feel. So we can either talk about it, But for you to make me feel a certain kind of way is just like I'm repeating myself over and over again, and you trying to overtalk me. Now we matching energies, and it's just like after a certain while, it's like, you know what? I'm done with the conversation. And most of the time, as a man, if you say you done with the conversation, oh no, you ain't done with this conversation till I tell you or say that you done with this conversation.
Right.
Even if I try to walk away from the conversation, now you mad.
Can I call time
You
out?
can call it.
The reason I'm calling time out is because I really think that we just got a comment from Scandinavia Hunter. And it says, I agree, Mike. And I want to say just personally that I have not heard that name since I was a little girl. So shout out to Scandinavia.
Is that the original Scandinavia?
Don't start, man. Don't start, Tyrese
Shout
Snowden.
out to Scandinavia.
Hey,
To the projects, because I'm mad.
Now I hate Ty. I absolutely hate Sky. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in,
Scandinavia.
Don't let
Okay,
this
but
fun.
no, in all seriousness, for me, one of my triggers in that whole thing is, first of all, I don't appreciate being told how to feel about something.
Okay.
Like if we're arguing, you don't get to control how I feel about something. You don't get to tell me that I'm overreacting, or that I might have did this to you, but you had no right to respond this way. I have a problem with that. Like, you don't get to control my reaction to your action. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. But I
go
can
ahead,
tell
Ty.
you what my trigger is. I'm pretty much a forgiving, easygoing person, and it take a lot to get me mad or pissed off or anything like that. I grew up with pretty much. Well, not pretty much. I'm the only boy, and I got all sisters.
Bless you.
Most of my cousins are females too. So
Bless you.
It's just the opposite for us.
yeah, I know. So I pretty much can deal with their temper tantrums and stuff like that. I can ignore someone real quick. Even while they arguing at me, I could tune them out. But my trigger is when you purposely do something to hurt me. When you go out your way to find something to hurt me and actually do it, that's my thing.
Yeah, I can absolutely see that.
Well, I want to kind of go back to like when you
The
said,
malicious intent in it.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. But like what I want to speak to, like you said something key. I can tune you out and ignore you.
Yeah.
That's like that would piss me off. Like that. Like I mean,
That's your problem.
yeah. See right there. See,
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
That could be somebody's trigger because it's like the nonchalant. I don't care about your feelings. I like not that you don't care about your feelings, but you displaying like I'm unbothered.
Yeah, my thing, like you said, when you say I'm done or I had enough or I'm finished with this conversation,
right.
if I say that and you choose to keep going, that's on you.
You want to know what's crazy? I made the comment about before I was delivered, right? And my deliverance actually included the I'm not arguing with you. Like that was how I broke myself from the breaking stuff and wanting to fight and stuff like that. I literally will stop arguing with you, and I've realized, Mike, that you're absolutely right. That pisses people off more than anything. To look at you and be like, nah, I'm done.
And you just
And be
walk,
done
and
be really done. Like, I don't care what you say. Literally, you go to text me and I text you back. Stop texting me. You call me and I shoot you the voicemail. You come in and another thing, and I look at you and be like, "Are you done yet? Can you go? I'm watching Big Bang Theory." You know what I'm saying? Like, I've realized that right there.
yeah.
Like, especially like in my marriage, like that, right? Like me doing that, like, and my husband is like you. He's usually a really easygoing guy. You know what I'm saying? Real calm, real cool, real collective. But that sends him over. Like that,
so
like
it don't-
that
But
sends him over.
so if you know that, then do you make the adjustments to say, okay, okay, so wait a
no,
minute.
because now I'm back to where Ty is. That's malicious intent. I do that on purpose.
Okay,
Oh, I know that pisses
See,
you
it's
off.
just now we back into this revolving
But it
door.
doesn't send me over, because when I'm in an argument, I'm the type of person that if it's with my boo, I can stay calm and just talk in a calm voice. I'm not the kind that's going to raise my voice and stuff like that unless I got to, put the man voice down. You know, like, hey.
That's your man voice. That's your.
No, it's a little
I can't see
deeper.
that.
Is that your I put my foot down
It's
voice?
a little deeper, but you know, I don't typically
Is that
use
your
the
Ike
man
voice?
voice
Your
too
Ike
much
voice?
or
The
the
muscle,
Ike
the
voice.
muscle,
The-
Right.
It's the Ike voice, Mike.
Okay,
The Ike
Ike
voice.
voice.
Every now and again, I throw down the Ike voice.
and
Anime. You gonna sing the song the way I tell you to sing the song. Well, it all just sound the same. Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
So-
First of all, that is the best love story ever.
Yeah.
Is it? Look, we both looked
I
like,
know.
what?
You got serious
Let's
problems.
argue.
Yeah.
Y'all argue with her in the comments
Right.
about that.
That's the best love story ever.
But go ahead.
I had to learn this from my significant other that when she get to a point that she's just not talking about it anymore, it's best to just give
Leave
her
me
space.
alone. Yes.
Yeah. And not take it personal. Give her time to collect her thoughts, do what she need to do, calm down, whatever the case may be.
No.
And then we can talk about it again
You on
when
to
we're
something
on
there.
calm.
Well, see,
You're on to something there because for
but
me,
I have been malicious like Robin, not to my ex-wives or anything like that. Like if it's like a girlfriend or a boo thing and she go to fuss and I'm quick to while she yapping off to just turn, start watching TV. And it don't faze me. She just keep going.
you know what? It's
Turn the
interesting.
volume
It's
up.
interesting that you say that because that's the thing that I don't think I think I'm misunderstood about. Because whereas yes, there's a little bit of malicious intent in me, you know, going through the ignore phase, but my ignore phase is what I had to do to combat my violent phase.
Well, I'm glad.
And I'm being really serious.
Yeah.
Like, because like I said, before I got delivered, I would break stuff. Like you walk up on me, you square up on me, I'm gonna sock you in your face because I was raised that I'm not letting nobody swing off on me.
Yep,
So I'm
yep.
gonna blow you out first.
So we can get this.
So we can go ahead and get this thing
going.
going. And then my other problem is I don't believe in arguing. I've always felt like an argument was a middleman to a fight, so we can skip the middleman.
I don't know. Arguing, I understand I don't believe in fighting, but arguing, that's like a natural thing. It's going to happen. You're not going to agree on
But
everything.
but that's what I was saying.
So arguing is more like debating.
But that's what I was saying. Like I had to draw a real serious line between Hood Robin and Married Robin. Because Hood Robin, you get to argue with me in the hood, I'm gonna pop you in your mouth. And that was just where I was.
Hashtag Hood Robin.
Like that was just where I was. Like I'm not gonna have an argument with you. I'm gonna pop you in the mouth because I ain't got the time nor the patience to be sitting here arguing with you. So
we do got to make one thing straight. Although it is a hood Robin ain't never been raised in the hood in her
Not
life.
never. Not never.
Ain't go to a hood
Not
school.
never.
She is so Orange County.
Well, you didn't. You have and that's just it. A lot of people think that, but there have been times
I get tried because of that.
Because of that. Like I remember growing up, we at the playground. We got to watch out for this one because we sitting there arguing, going back and forth. She done came down the slide, right off the slide.
Yeah,
Because I don't argue.
She was hood adjacent, but she ain't never been in nobody's hood.
Well, okay.
Did you say I was hood adjacent?
She had the characteristic. But, I mean,
But no,
that's how-
But you want to
that's how
know?
it
But
used
you
to
want to know
happen,
what the
though.
problem was? I've always been little. I've always been 5 foot nothing. You know what I'm saying? Little bitty something. And people used to like private Catholic school girl. She little itty bitty private Catholic school girl. You know what I'm saying? Parents are upper middle class. She got everything she want. You know what I'm saying? She's mommy and daddy's little princess. And people would try me because of that, not knowing that it's a lion inside of me.
Hands.
They throw hands.
Right.
Like they throw hands. And so I had to really draw, like when I realized that, okay, I really want my marriage to work. And it really had to come to that conversation with myself. Like, Robin, you are going to be divorced if you keep this up.
Yeah, okay.
I had to have a real heart to heart with me. And when it came down to do you want this to last? Because if not, go ahead and keep fighting and end up in divorce court.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Lose half everything, lose everything. You know, it ain't gonna work well for neither you nor him. So when I came to the conclusion that no, I want my marriage to work and no, I want us to be together, I had to draw a line between how I would respond in the streets to an argument and how I would respond at home in an argument. And yes, in the streets, you get to argue with me, I'm gonna probably still pop you in the mouth. But at home,
you gotta leave.
I got to leave that out there. So now I got to resort to my defense mechanisms to stop me from wanting to fight. And my defense mechanisms to stop me from wanting to fight is I got to completely remove myself from this argument. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, see, for me, that's like a lot of pressure. Like, I'm not saying that you can't. Obviously, you're doing it, but like after a while, like you suppressing that over and over. I didn't have a lot of fights coming up, middle school, high school, and I'm so glad that I don't.
Yeah,
I
just walked to the projects.
Here we go.
Puffing and puffing.
That was good for everybody involved, bro. Believe me.
Puffing and puffing.
Believe me, that was good for because I know me. Like I don't have a cutoff. Like when I'm angry and I'm mad, I see red. Like I blank out. So for me, yeah, trying to get in control of those emotions was good for me. You know, it was beneficial because I could be in jail or, Lord forbid, somebody had to do something to me or I do something to somebody. So as far as the relationship go and getting back to our core point, like oftentimes we don't pay attention to those signals or don't understand each other to say, hey, we need to take a time out right now.
Right.
We need to put a pause on this. And it's like for me, I know when it's that time, I'm like, look, let's just put a pause on it. But for us men, we'll put a pause on it, and because we don't like conversation like that, we'll take 2 days of a pause, 3 days of a pause.
And now she madder and madder.
She madder and madder.
You
so
letting
when
that,
you
look, you done gave a woman too much time to
right.
think.
So now, or it's like, no, because you always pause and you don't never come back around to it. You take 2-3 days to get back to me. No, we're going to finish this right now. But now you frustrated. You like, what did I just say? I don't want to talk about this no more.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's the reverse for me. When I'm in something and I'm having a conversation, I want to get it done and finished right then and there. I had to learn that piece of let them pause and we come back to it a couple of days and let them come to me when they're ready to talk about it versus me going to them like, okay, it's been a day and a half. Let's finish this up. And I think just talking to your point, Mike, about how we need to understand our triggers and understand, what's setting us off and what's setting the other person off. I agree with you there. I think too often in relationships, what we do, like we know our significant other's triggers and then we'll use that against them.
Yep, absolutely.
Especially if we lose in our argument.
Yeah,
Right.
that's me. I'm guilty. Point the camera at me. I'm guilty because I know plenty of times I done pissed mines off to the point where it was like I knew something was about to happen. I was intentional, like being a hoe, like intentional, because I was like, okay, this basically like it's like she'll be like, all I need you to do is X, Y, and Z. So guess what I'm gonna do? X, Y, and Z to the full, like times 10, just to earth this out of you. So it's like, oh, all I need you to do is do this. I go in there and do everything she asked me to do on 10. Like I remember this one time, it was like, oh, well, you don't pay enough attention to me, da da da, blah blah blah. I set my phone for every 10 minutes and just called her like, hey, how you doing?
So
Yeah, I fight you.
Hey, how you doing?
Being petty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look,
So you know what? I'm glad you said the P
petty.
word. I'm glad you
Petty?
said the word petty because oftentimes tempers get high in relationships because of pettiness.
Yeah, because we want to win. Too often people want to win, and we shouldn't take that approach, especially in a marriage
But
or
we
whatever, where you want to win argument or whatever.
Listen.
Even if you know you absolutely
wanna
wrong.
win?
But wait a minute, my
But you
husband and
shouldn't
I.
necessarily want to, because if you win, somebody got to lose.
Listen,
Why you want your boo thing to lose?
I was so bad at wanting to win. We ended up in marriage counseling, okay? I would leave marriage counseling and be like, you lost marriage counseling. Right? the therapist on my side and think you wrong, right? You lost marriage counseling tonight. Like who taking score? Oh, who the counselor looking at funny?
But that's just what the war is. The acronym for war. We are right. We are right. Whoever is on the winning side, you feel like you right.
Just because you winning.
Just because you winning. Or let's just say take war away. Just say winners are right.
Right.
I'm winning, so therefore I'm right.
I mean, that's just like they say, when you study in history is only told by the side of the winner.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they make it seem all glitz and glamour like they were wronged and they were, defending themselves because it's only told by the side of the winner.
Yeah. Right. And unfortunately, we shouldn't be going to war in our relationships.
Absolutely.
We should be more of discussing things like if we are coming to the board table or something like that. And discussing the problems, but that's what grown folks do. Unfortunately,
you want to know what's crazy?
When we in an argument,
But don't nobody got time for
No,
analytical maps and
yes,
graphs
you
and
do.
pie charts.
I'm saying what we supposed to do. That ain't what we do.
It's crazy he said that because that's actually the approach we took to fix our marital problems. Like we came to it was a few agreements we came to, and I'm gonna share them with y'all because, like I said, my transparency may set somebody else free. So I'm gonna share them with y'all. Our first rule was keep the argument clean. We are only arguing about what we're arguing about at this point.
Yeah,
so
that's the hardest.
Our rule was you don't get to bring up last week, last month, you know what I'm saying, or even yesterday. You have to keep this argument to this argument. So that was our first rule, and that one we failed a lot before we got it right.
Course.
Can
we failed that one a lot.
Because
Go ahead.
when somebody is losing, they gonna bring up something else.
That's and men do it too.
Yeah.
Women do it too.
Yeah.
We all do it. It's like, but what about when X, Y, and Z? And I'm so guilty of that. Like, I'm glad you said that because I know, like, I got to the point where it was just like, so, and what? Yep, I'm bringing this up. I sure am.
So we put that in the that's not fighting fair category.
Okay.
So that was
definitely low blow
that was our
category.
we put that in the that's not fighting fair category. Like I said, I'm gonna share what worked for us because I'm praying that it set somebody else free. The second thing for us after we got past you got to argue, you have to argue about what we're arguing about now. Our second thing was the moment this gets loud, everybody to your corners.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, it was basically
the moment
this get loud, the moment somebody head go like this, you know what I'm saying? The moment you do this, nope, we got to walk away from this now. It done got hot.
So what happens if you get loud and you all this, and I'm like, go to your corner.
And now that's my point. We had to make the agreement to respect that rule,
right?
Because these rules again are not easy and they get broken repeatedly. But the point is to keep practicing these things so they become second nature when tempers start flaring in your relationship.
I feel you.
Our third one was, no matter what it is, no matter what the situation, anybody on the outside think we're fine.
Oh,
yeah.
It's the united front.
But
that's old school right
it's
there.
The
what happens
front.
in my house, stay in my house.
It's not even the what happens in my house stays in my house. It's the united front between us. Because what happens is if people on the outside don't see that united front between you and your mate, you start getting, that gives the devil a spot. You know what I'm saying? To come in. Girl, I told you he wasn't nothing, no way. Or you get you out mad and you at the bar and you get some dude like, you shouldn't even let him treat you like that. Oh, yeah,
it's all kinds
of stuff. You shouldn't even let him treat you like that. I had a dude. I made the mistake of complaining about my birthday on Facebook, and I made this mistake. I did it, and next thing I knew, I get an inbox talking about some. So wait a minute, your husband ain't taking care of you for your birthday.
You
and I literally had to check into this dude because I said, let me be very, very clear. He takes very good care of me. He respects me. He loves me. He's a provider. He's a man. So don't come for me like that.
Right.
What I said was he was not great at planning. And I have come to that used to anger me. That used to be one of our biggest fights. But I came to the conclusion that if that's not your strength, that's fine, because that's my strength, and your strength ain't supposed to be my strength.
Right.
That's why we're equally yoked, because we balance each other out.
Now, I want to say,
let's look at a comment right quick.
Okay,
we
go
got
ahead,
a comment from young brother Dante, and he say a lot of things people want to win. I'm sorry, a lot of time people want to win their argument, but if y'all trying to win so bad, you can damage the relationship in other ways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't worth the win at that point.
Right.
If you got to celebrate and you notice that you're celebrating and you winning and you made a point and this, that, and the other, but it's still affecting the other person, then I agree. Like, yeah, it ain't worth the win. So good comment.
No, that's definitely a good comment,
Yep.
because a lot of marriages end up in divorce because somebody want to win so bad.
Yeah.
And one of the things that really bothers me is seeing a marriage for two people that you know are great together, but for whatever reason in the world, they don't realize their roles. And let me explain. When I say they don't realize their roles, me and my girls, we complain to each other. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk junk and complain to each other. But one thing that I realize, and it's not just with me and my girls, it's just with women, period. As women, we have a tendency to, I don't understand why he don't do this. I do it. I don't understand why he don't do it. I think like this. I don't understand why he don't think like this. I do it this way. I don't understand why he don't do it this way.
Because I don't have a vagina.
No, it ain't. See, you being a smart butt, because that's not where I was going with that. What I was going to say is, it really doesn't, you missing the point in it. If your complaint is that I don't understand, like I said before, I don't understand why my strength is not his strength, you're missing the point of marriage, because your strength is not supposed to be his strength.
Balance, equal.
It's not even supposed to be. So let's say, for example, we're married and your strength is balancing the bills and my strength is remembering all the school stuff. I get mad at you for not remembering the school stuff. That's not fair. You knew that wasn't my strength. That's your role.
Right.
So, and I had to come to that with my husband and I with birthdays and parties and stuff like that. That's my thing.
Right.
So I can't really expect him to know that like that. So my husband, for my birthday, we went to Vegas and we went to Avenger Campus in Anaheim, California. Had a great trip. But I stepped back and let him plan most of that trip. And about halfway through the trip, me and him were able to laugh about it, because he turned around and looked at me and was like, I bet you won't let me do this no more. And I had to laugh because I was like, you're right. This ain't your thing.
Right.
All
So
the planning people.
Yeah, it's not your thing.
But okay, so like I kind of want to. I agree with everything that you're saying. Here's my thing about kind of like what you were saying. Like you said, me and my homegirls, we talk, and everybody need an outlet.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is like that is the very thing that when it's like keep it in house. Like if you gonna talk to me about an issue, and I'm gonna talk to you about an issue, I don't want you talking to your girlfriends about it. I don't want you talking to your mama about it. I don't want you talking to your daddy about it. And not because them the same people.
Let me tell you why I don't really agree with that.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna tell you why I don't really agree with that. And it depends on the group of friends. So I'm a halfway agree with you. But let me tell you why I don't agree with it with my group of friends. And it depends on the group of friends that your mate has.
Okay.
If your mate has a group of friends, the F-em girlfriends,
Right.
yeah, you got a problem. But let me tell you why I respect the heck out of my group of friends. Because I have friends that'll look flat-footed and look me dead in the face and say, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You need to go apologize to your husband. Or you're wrong. You need to go work this out with your husband. Me and my girls look at each other dead in the face and be like, oh, you leaving who? Who gonna help you move? I ain't helping you leave this ninja. Hope you know a moving company.
Well,
hope you got another group of friends, because it ain't gonna be us.
Yeah, I agree with you and Mike Robin. So here's my thing. I do think everybody needs an outlet outside of their husband or wife. and everybody need either that friend or another couple that they can talk to that's going to give them real sound advice.
Talk to Jesus and your bishop or your pastor. Or
Okay, well, your bishop or
and
pastor,
they
that's
may
somebody
be,
else.
They may be
Yeah.
that couple though, because don't get me wrong, my bishop and pastor are the truth
Yeah.
at being just having somebody to talk to. But at the same time, my pastor will say, "Oh no,
Yeah, you need
no.
somebody to tell you when you wrong.
or tell you that your mate on
Right.
something. You know, you need somebody that's gonna tell
Not
you
a
the truth, no
cheerleader.
matter what.
Right.
Exactly,
Yeah.
not a cheerleader.
And that's why I have a problem with the passive aggressive posts on Facebook.
hate
Because that's
those.
all you're doing is looking for
Cheerleaders. Yep.
That's
yep.
it.
And I used to be bad at that. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be horrible with that, but that was another one that I learned to stop. Just absolutely stop.
But okay, and here's
And
why.
I wouldn't do it for cheerleaders. I would do it because I wanted him to see it.
Okay, so
Yeah, passive aggressive.
But hold on, but
Yeah.
here's what I'm saying. So like, let's just take the example of you had a bad experience on your birthday, and then that's the only reason why this guy would be able to know that. So then he was able to slide in the DM or feel like here's an
Right.
opportunity.
Yeah,
He probably-
that's Captain
he was just
Saber.
he
I
was looking-
cussed him all the way out.
and he deserved it. But at the same time, can you really blame him because if that never had been put out
But
there?
yes, I can blame him because at the end of the day, I don't give a damn what I post on Facebook. I am married, and I make that very known. I've never been the type of person that hide me being married. I don't hide it on my show. I don't
Right,
hide it on
right.
Facebook. I don't
I
hide it
agree.
on Instagram. I don't hide it on TikTok.
Right.
I don't hide it nowhere.
Right, and you don't. But I'm saying in this climate, and we all know
People
what
gonna
this
take their shots no matter what.
Shoot your shot.
You're right.
No,
As
I mean,
soon as they
you could be
see,
with Tumbo and block it. That's
Right.
all day long. Not in my house.
as
But
soon
yeah,
as
for
they
sure.
see an inkling of the
Exactly.
of a crack,
they
gonna
slither
take
in
their
because
shot.
it don't be something to look at. It's gonna be a wrap.
Right.
So we got a comment from Vaughn, and it says, "Problem with trying to get me back through Facebook is I am hardly on it." See, I was petty. I used to tag him and stuff.
and go show on the phone. Look,
Because I don't
what I
believe.
said about you.
See,
Print
this is,
it out and
but
post
this
it
is what
over the house.
this is what I mean by I had to separate Hood Robin from Married Robin, because Hood Robin don't do subliminals. Hood Robin ain't gonna talk about you behind your back. Hood Robin ain't gonna say something to somebody else that I'm not gonna say to you. So Hood Robin gonna tag you in the post because I want you to know what I said. I want you to know I said it, and what the hell you gonna do about it?
See,
Can you stop saying hood, Robin?
Because the Hood Robin is coming out.
No, because she ain't got
He said
no
she
hood.
don't exist.
Right.
You was raised right there around the corner. From
I know.
me.
That's how
That's
I know
how he
she
know I ain't got no hood.
Now,
He like, wait a minute, we
me
grew up
on
in
other
the. Now
hand,
you might have some hood.
Yeah,
You might. You got some
I
hood.
grew up on Joy Road.
Look,
in Boston.
we
It was
grew
a
up
different-
around the corner from each other.
Right.
We ain't got no hood.
Yeah, but outside of even your past upbringing, like for me, what I saw, transparency and both my parents, I love them to death. They're gone before us now, but what I saw was just a lot
Yeah, absolutely.
on both sides, and it took me a while. It took Quinn and to show me like you hold these grudges against your pops all these years.
Yep.
But have you ever took a time to think about all the stuff that he absorbed and endured?
The good.
Right.
and,
The good.
and he ate all of that.
Because it's easy to focus on the negative, and that's with any
He
relationship.
absorbed
And you know,
all of
yeah,
that.
that is right. While you're in a relationship, it's easier to focus on the negative.
Absolutely.
When you're out of that relationship, the only thing you think about is the
The
good.
good. See, because now your father has gone on, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember all the good times now. That's all you like. You got an inkling of the bad stuff, but you remember your memory right now is
the good.
The good. You know,
Right.
us
Yeah,
riding
I
bikes
feel
to
that.
Rouge
Yeah,
Park.
yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm
you're
saying?
right,
Like
yeah,
you
like
remember,
constantly, yeah.
you remember the good all the time. And so Ty is absolutely right. Like it's easy in a relationship while you're in the middle of it to focus on the bad. But I deploy everybody in here. Like I challenge you to just take a step back and
Think about the
Think
good.
about the good and what they're adding to you. Like not so much as what you're losing in this, because the 80-20 rule is real. There's gonna be 20% that you just don't like, can't deal with. But are you willing to trade your 80 for that?
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of people will throw away their 80%.
But they throw away that 80, and they throw that. I feel like people throw away their 80
because they think they can find a 95 out
96.
there.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And 95 don't exist.
Nope. And 95 won't want you anyway because
you ain't 95.
Right.
Is this a aha moment? Ty and Robin are all in
That's how
sync
you
right
know
now.
Jesus coming back. So
I'm about to. Can I get some burps or something? Because this is a magical moment right now. I just want to point that out that these two are in agreement. Oh my God. Jeez.
let me go back and re-up on my saveness. 'Cause,
Wait, hold on. Hashtag
Saveness.
Yeah, re-up on my saveness. I got to
Re-up
make
on your
sure I get
saveness.
in. I may not have a mansion in heaven, but I'll take my project.
He look, you want your hood, your shack out right outside.
Let me go re-up.
Listen.
Jesus. I
Somebody
believe I'm re-ing up.
But see, what happens is in the heat of it, like, we all, saved, sanctified.
Wait,
and
time out. I got to hold on.
Okay,
Wait
so
a
go ahead.
minute.
Hold
I
on.
got the Tootsie Roll on this one. We got a comment from Vaughn, and he said, I traded up. Yes, sir, you
Oh,
did.
see, here we go. See,
Yes,
this
sir,
is,
you
this is
did.
a self-loaded comment.
Yes, sir, you did. Yes, sir, you did.
Shout out to Vaughn. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. But no, like you like in the heat of it, in the thick of it, we all, in church and do this and pray and this, that, and other. In the heat of an argument, I don't see no save nowhere.
No,
in
sir.
that.
No, sir. I
Right.
canceled that
You know,
assignment because let me tell you, I told you I'm delivered.
even
I've
delivered.
been delivered.
I told you I'm delivered. Okay, so
Let's keep it 100.
Mike saw me flip over a table once. We were sitting at the table.
Listen.
Me and my husband was having a conversation. I think he told me to shut up or something. And I was like, "You just tell me to shut up?" And he was like, "Yep." He doubled down. Yes, I did. I flipped the whole kitchen table over and walked out. So yes. But I'm telling you, he ain't through with me yet. I said I'm being delivered.
Okay, listen. I'm just listen. I'm not
That's
gonna put
what
nobody.
grace and mercy is for.
Exactly. Listen, I done got slapped and deserved it. Like when I tell y'all I was being petty, I'm like following her. She got ready to get up, go to the store. I'm like on her heels, like just tough. Like
She was supposed to hit you in the face.
Every move she made,
I'd have shot you.
She was like, "Stop." I was like, "What? No, you want me to be around?" Da, 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 da. I'm on her heels. When she got ready to sit down, I started to slide like in between her and the chair.
Oh, I'd have fought you.
You was being extra.
Your level of petty was expert
The
level.
whole day out to be petty.
Look,
And it came at
what's
a
the
cost.
old school saying? Time? Oh, I got time today.
And she did
Time
because
today.
she ain't no weak pushover woman, and I don't expect her to be. So I'm in her face, like I'm smothering her because it's like I'm tired of hearing what the argument was. So this was my being, on 10. And so she went to grab my shirt, and I said, "Let me go," and I did like this. Every time I tell a story, like at first it was just like a little slap.
Now she
To
slapped
this-
5 from
listen,
you.
to this
You
day, I'm
passed
like,
out for a minute.
No, to this day, I'm like, you remember when you picked up that chair and hit me with it? She like, I ain't hit you with no chair.
You died.
Yeah.
died.
Yeah. So every time I tell a story, like I have to elevate it. But no, I was being petty, and I knew what I was doing. Like I was provoking.
Right.
And in the Bible, it not only is it saying like don't provoke people to anger, like it say your brother and your father. Or no, it's talking about the children. Don't provoke your children to anger. But to me, that's just you could provoke somebody. You know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
you
You know
doing.
what
You're
you're
being
doing.
petty.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah, the passive aggressive messages
Listen,
on Facebook
The
is
last,
being petty.
the last actual fight, like for real fight, my husband and I got into, and I ain't talking about blow to blow. I'm just talking about the biggest blow up. He was provoking me. Like we were arguing and stuff, but like It took my sister, because it took my sister to be like, nah, you know doggone well you pushed every button she on. And that's why we had to come up with, rules of fighting fair. Like, we gonna have arguments, we're gonna have disagreements, there's gonna be issues. We're human.
Right.
But at the same time, there has to be rules of engagement. There has to be a fair fight somewhere. Until y'all as adults can come up with a way to fight fair, y'all gonna have problems.
I feel like this. I feel like the way you handle yourself at your job. We all know people at your job, boss, or it's people.
They piss you off.
They piss you off, but
and you swallow it.
And
but then you come here and want to pop off.
Yeah, so it's like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that same respect that you have for them people that you work for, have that same respect. And I don't know where this is coming from, because I know I don't practice what I'm preaching right now, and I know
you being delivered.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's just like, he talk a good game, but he ain't living that. And I know if mine is listening right now, it's like,
that's why I should call you later.
Yeah, like, listen, Negro. But no, just as I'm sitting here thinking about it, it's like that same respect and these people at my job, and you able to walk away, had that same.
But you know what? It's funny that you said that, because something just came to me when you said that. One of the things you said was you get pissed off at your girl calling her girls and stuff, right?
Right. I hate that.
But at the same time, at your job, what do you do when people piss you off at work? You usually come home and tell your spouse about it, right? Because you still need to get that off.
Right, right.
So why are you mad? If you want it handled that way, that's fine. But how are you mad? Because I still need to get this off of me. Like, I might deal with my relationship with you that way, but I still have to get this out. So I may have to call somebody or go to my therapist or whatever the case may be and just get this off of me.
And therapist is fine. Therapist is fine. Clergy, pastor, preacher, all those, whatever outlet. But these are the same people that after you done spilling all of our business, got to come to the Christmas parties, Thanksgiving.
See, and that's where I go back to, it depends on the type of friends she has.
And I know that you talk to them, and I know that now they're looking at me in a certain light, and I'm like, and here's how the flip go. They will say things.
Oh no, she got bad friends then.
Hold on, they will say things or
they will put themselves.
She got bad friends. Hold on. She got bad friends.
Hold on, let me finish.
She got bad friends.
Either not directly say things or
make little sly comments.
Yeah. And I'm looking at you like, hold on, because me and you have pillow talk. I'm like, hold on. How you trying to check me? And I know your business, and I ain't just put that.
Let me tell you what the problem is.
Don't push me.
Let me tell you what the problem is. She got bad friends, because first of all, this shouldn't even just be me and my friends. And ladies, y'all tell me in the comments whether I'm wrong or not. But what happens in the girls' chats stays in the girl chats.
Why do you even need the girl chat?
No, but listen, let me finish.
Okay.
There is a rule that at the end of the day, that is my husband, and I wish one of my girls would find the audacity to think she gonna take shots at my husband. Because as a wife, my number one, y'all see this finger? One. My number one thing that I'm supposed to do, my number one job, my number one mission is to protect you as my man. So at the end of the day, let one of my girls decide that she want to throw in some slick shots about something that I done told her in confidence about me and my husband to my husband, and that's the last day she my friend, because that's when that hood stuff draw that line.
Yeah,
we ain't in no relationship.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah,
I'm guilty of that.
Because
to me, when the gloves come off, they off. So anybody can get it. You trying to put me out, I'm gonna put you out. I don't care what you told me in confidence. It's on, because now you coming at me.
Yeah, but I get where you're coming from, Mike. But that's messed up. If
she got bad friends,
if somebody is going at your wife or
exactly.
Based on
you out of
something.
line.
Yeah, it's not my place to be slick talking.
Y'all remember the scene on Tyler Perry?
Wait a minute,
movies?
we got a comment from Dina, And the comment says yes, and the girl chat should be a safe place. And ladies, I don't care who out here watching. I don't care if you like it or not. You can stop following us. It makes me no difference. But if your girl chat is not a safe place, whether you're the unsafe person in the girl chat or your girls are unsafe and you can't have a conversation with them, y'all suck as friends and y'all need new ones. Because me and my girls are safe places for each other. Dina is actually one of my girls, and we are a safe place for each other. We could fall out today and our secrets gonna die with us.
Okay.
Right. Take them to the grave.
So here's what I'm saying. How that can kind of, I understand what you're saying, absolutely, and I admire that and I respect it. But remember the scene, and I know this is a movie, but remember the scene. Tyler Perry, they all sitting around having dinner.
Cause he was messy.
That's what. But
He
if
was
nobody,
messy.
if nobody. When
The one that sat out and told everybody's secret. He started the fight, got hit in the head with the bottle.
Yeah, like he was like
The one that brought
would
Trina.
you please inform your wife that?
Oh, because they was jumping on him.
Yeah. So he was like, oh, everybody at this table got some secrets. Let's put them out there.
Yeah, see, that's a problem.
See,
And,
but
Yeah.
and let me tell you what the bigger problem I got with that.
Wait,
They all should have whooped his behind it.
No, I don't
Man,
know,
they was
because
coming at that
if we
dude.
talking about that movie, I think everybody was wrong, because yes, they was coming at him, putting all his
Like they was
secrets out.
saints.
No,
Like they
but wait
was
a minute.
too
Let's
high
be
and
clear.
mighty, and he brung 'em down.
No. Everybody didn't put his business out. Angela put his business out. Everybody else was just sitting at the table minding their business. But this the same
okay.
Negro that brought his side chick to the doggone
Okay,
marriage retreat.
he was definitely
Yeah.
wrong.
Oh,
for
he
that.
was all the way wrong.
Wrong
He
for
made his wife drive. Why him and his side piece flew?
But I'm looking at the bigger
she
picture.
drove
Like,
in a-
okay, you had the guys, obviously, because she said it. She was like, "Oh, it sounds like y'all been talking enough," because they know everybody business. Everybody knew everybody business.
But everybody needs that type of outlet. It's just a matter of knowing your friends and knowing your circle.
Right.
and not
Everybody
that
needs it.
No, not that circle.
Not that circle, Ty. That's not the circle we talk. First of all, fellas, this has been such a good chat. But do y'all know it's 8:58?
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
we gotta
so
get
maybe
to
we
our
need a part
final
two.
thoughts.
This has been such
This
a
has
good
been
chat,
dope.
though.
This
This
has
has
been
been
dope.
such a
This has
good
been
chat
dope.
because
I
I think we
appreciate it.
kind of dove into some stuff, and I think that's good for any relationship. Like I said, I pray that my transparency set somebody else free and help somebody else.
That's
Right.
what's up. That's what's up.
So, Mike, what's your final thought?
Okay, so I'm still working on my temperament. I'm still working on things, and I'm not where I want to be. For sure, I'm not where I want to be. But I will say that what I don't think is a good idea is to put everybody in your business, friends, because what if y'all get back together and or what if you know it's one of them situations where it's like now they got some ammunition against you or this, that, and the other, and that could be some deliverance that I need, because I'm like, if you come for me and I know some stuff about you and you sitting over there high and mighty trying to judge me, I'm gonna bring you down. Because you're not gonna sit up and talk crap to me like you just so high and mighty that you don't have things that you do and stuff that you've been on. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna read you just like you read me, and that's my final thought.
Okay, well,
All righty.
Ty.
So the first thing I want to say, while Mike get these cameras right,
Yeah, because I'm pissed. No,
I noticed.
no,
Struck a nerve.
I'm just saying, like, stop, keep.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
keep your
Mike.
business out the
Okay,
streets.
Mike.
So first thing I want to say,
If you say something about some hey Sky, I'm gonna punch you.
yeah,
I knew that. Was
absolutely. Hey, Scandinavia. Whatever happened to your homegirl Penelope?
Please do
Wasn't that
your
her
final
name?
thought.
Yeah, Penelope
Yeah.
is her friend. She's still
Yeah.
around.
Hey,
Really?
hey, do your final
Yeah.
thought.
Hit them DMs.
No, Ty, final
Yes.
thought, bro.
Can I have my final
Yes,
thought?
go ahead.
I didn't cut off your final thought.
Okay, I'm
Because
sorry.
I want to say hey to our new fans. Scandinavia.
That is a married woman. I hope. Go ahead.
Congratulations. Still, hey.
Hey, go, bro.
Anyway, so here's my final thoughts. I think, and I said this before, The moment you decide to get married, or when you're in a serious relationship, you need marriage counseling before you get married. You need to have it while you're married before you even start up an argument, and possibly after. I think you need to constantly work on your relationship as much as you possibly can, because when tempers get high, unless you have that muscle memory with how you're supposed to argue, you're going to result back to your old ways. So if you're constantly in marriage counseling, working on your marriage, and marriage counseling don't have to be a negative thing where you only go when it's about to end. You can just go get a tune up every now and again, go get an oil change, and learn those tools and tips to make your marriage better, because it's you and her against the world. So that's my tips. And Scandinavia, tell Penelope to get at me.
Thank you, DJ.
Thank you, DJ.
Thank you.
So my final thought is, like I said, I always enjoy these type of shows simply because we get to be vulnerable, we get to be transparent, and I'm a firm believer that, you know, my struggle or things that I've been through can help somebody. So I always pray that they do. My final thought in this would be to set ground rules with your mate. There has to be ground rules to how we're going to fight, because it's one thing that's going to be inevitable, the fight, right? But what can be changed and what can be altered and what can be adjusted is how you handle the fight. That was one of the things that we had to do. We had to come up with ground rules. We had to make a how to fight fair list, basically. And what that meant for us was, if anybody goes outside of the rules of how to fight fair, we're no longer fighting at that point. And until you can abide by those rules and how to fight fair and how we going to discuss this as adults and be fair about it, we can't have this conversation, whether it's give each other time to calm down or, you know, whatever the case may be. There has to be some rules to fighting fair. To address Mike's final thought, my thing with that is, I've said it a few times through the show, you gotta have better friends. Like I guess because me and my friends are a certain kind of way, I don't even understand friends that think that they have the right to say something about your husband or your, you know what I'm saying, or you feel like you have the right to be in the middle. And I definitely don't understand them FM girlfriends. And that's usually your single friend that's been divorced and, you know, she think ninjas ain't nothing any doggone way. So she miserable, and misery loves company. So keep yourself out of that foolishness. Get better friends if you have friends that's crossing the line in your marriage. Because me, for one thing, I will fight you about disrespecting my husband, and I don't care what I've told you about him. And I would feel like my girls feel the same way. I've heard things about my girls' husbands, but never in life would I say anything, nor will I treat my brothers differently. And I ain't helping none of my girls leave their husbands, so they might as well not even ask me. So that's my final thought.
Woo! Yes, Lord.
I'm just that
that's
friend.
What's up. That's what's up.
I'm not, listen, don't ask me to help you pack. I'm not helping you unpack at your new place. It's gonna be a couple months before I even come see it. Send me pictures, because I'm not helping you leave your husband.
Well, listen, this has been a nice little topic, but I'm gonna need some dinner thieves to wrap this up.
Yeah, before this show is over, I have to say happy birthday to my mama.
Happy birthday, Mama Snowden.
Happy birthday.
I know she watched the show every now and again. I was surprised that she watched the show, because she called me. She called me a couple of times. Gotta get me straight.
Yeah.
My mama watched the show too. So
happy birthday to my mama.
Your mama watched the show every show.
Listen, yeah, she watched it.
You know your mama liked me better than you, right?
I know.
Okay, just
and your mom liked me better than you. So.
She likes you.
You know, we could go to either one of our houses and get love.
She likes you. Now, I wouldn't say better than your mama. Actually liked me better than you. I mean, you can't prove me wrong.
Oh, I can't. Right. It ain't like I'm gonna ask her.
Everybody liked me.
No.
Before the Scandinavia for niggas.
Hey. Listen, again. Yes. Yes.
I hope she burned you.
I hope she get in the inbox and cuss you out. But listen, on a serious note,
I don't think she know either what this can
so all of us know, but she
she never knew.
Sky, don't reach out. Just let it go. So listen, first of all, before we end this show, I want to once again thank you guys for rocking with JOO. I want to thank everybody that has been our sponsors this year. I want to thank everybody that's watched the show. I want to thank everybody that shared the show. I want to thank anybody that was a part of JOO being hot, because to not even be a year old and win a podcast award is huge. It's absolutely huge. And like I said on Facebook, I'm going to say it again with these fellas sitting at the table. I had a vision, I had a thought, I prayed on it, and these fellas literally, I called the 2 best tech guys I knew and told them my thought, and y'all helped me make this happen. Y'all been rolling with me, and fellas, I appreciate y'all.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate the heck out of y'all, because I wouldn't be here without y'all. Like at the end of the day, JOO would be nothing without y'all. I talk that junk about, this my show, and like I talk that junk, but at the end of the day, JOO would be absolutely nothing without y'all too, and I appreciate the heck out of y'all.
She finally admitting I'm the wind beneath her wings. So y'all heard it on this episode.
Look, this is gonna be a highlight.
Right.
He definitely gonna make a reel of this one.
Right. Hey,
Definitely gonna be a
no,
reel.
but I received that, and I'm gonna say it like this: like outside of that, it took it always take a person to spark something.
Right.
Yep.
And you sparked it, and you said, "Hey, this is what I want to do. How can we get it done? We're doing it." And it's,
absolutely,
no matter, like, we're a team. So at the end of the day, how we put it together,
we win together. We win together.
It's like any relationship. People don't see the stuff that goes on behind.
Y'all don't know that in real life we look, we fussing, we cussing. Ty be on our tails every week about not having a topic. We get a text message by 8:00 every Sunday with Ty ready to kill us. Y'all don't see the behind the scenes, but but the point is, like, that literally makes us like. I make sure we got sponsors, and the fellas don't question me about nothing. They be like, "Hey, that go through Robin. Hey, talk to Robin." Like, everybody know they role and everybody know they place, and that is a dynamic that most people don't have.
Speaking of that, if there is anybody that reaches out, I am going to direct you to Robin. So please, if there's anything that you want to do, sponsorship, events, having JOO come, that's who you need to talk to. Like, she's in charge of that. So I will redirect you to her, and I hope that hey, you'll be able to
make it happen.
If y'all actually do hop in JOO DMs, just say, "Hey Robin, blah 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 blah," or "Hey Ty," or "Hey Mike," or whatever, and put your comments in.
Right.
Absolutely. But listen, I'm glad. Wait, we got a comment from Maya. Time out. We got a comment from Maya and said, "What happened to First Friday?" So let me tell you this week what happened to First Friday. I don't know if a lot of you know.
It was first of the month.
I don't know if a lot of you know, but JOO has directed and produced our first film this weekend. So we were on set all weekend this weekend. We had to be on set Friday at 7:00, and we did not finish working until like 8:00 on Sunday. So we apologize to y'all for missing a couple First Fridays. We will get back to First Friday, the first Friday in November. You have my word.
Maybe we can do a First Friday and have our turns on the show.
We do need to talk to our interns.
That's what's up.
We need to talk to them. Like, y'all gotta meet them. Y'all need to meet them.
We do
I'm
First
with that.
Friday.
We'll do a semi-clean First Friday.
Yeah. The first half.
The first half.
Right.
And
with
then-
the turns.
Yeah, the first half.
You know, I'm eager to learn about my baby's relationship before I kill her boyfriend. Come on, baby.
And real talk, our intern Kamari, I told him the other day, I said, "You too doggone cute, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and just pull a pistol on some little girl. Like, he too cute.
Let me tell you
he
this.
way too cute." And then DJ so dang talented and be so fly on set. Like, I wish y'all could see him every week. DJ be in here. First of all, his shoes always match his outfit. DJ be on set so fresh. I'll be like, wait a minute, do I need to go to, like, DJ come in here, look, be fresh to death. So yes, y'all need to meet our interns. We love our
We
babies.
couldn't have done it without them either.
Nah, wouldn't be nothing without them. So listen, we appreciate y'all for kicking it with us tonight. Once again, shout out to our sponsor for the month of
One more time on the camera.
October.
One more time.
Den of Thieves Whiskey. If y'all not up on that Den of Thieves Thieves. Y'all can go buy it at Yum Village in Corktown, or you can order it on their website. Make sure y'all follow Den of Thieves on Facebook. The dude that owned Den of Thieves is a really good friend of ours. He rocks with JOO, and we rock with Den of Thieves. So make sure y'all check out Den of Thieves, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all.
Yep.
We gotta die. We already got our topic for next week, so Ty ain't got to fuss at us.
I know. This is the first time ever.
We already got our topic for next
Ahead of
week.
time.
So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We see y'all top fan badges, so we know y'all the ones that be in the comments, be sharing, be on the show every week. We see that. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yep.
This has been the award-winning Just Our Opinion with Robin,
Mike,
And Ty.
Deuces.
Peace.